G'day guys, welcome back to the Backyard Workshop DIY. It's time for another tool in focus, and today we are looking at the Ingco 20V, that's right, battery Mitre Saw. Before we get stuck in though, I'd like to say thanks to the legends at Master Warehouse Australia for hooking me up with this bit of kit so I can have a look at it and share it with you. Let's start by seeing what we get in the box. Okay, lifted everything out of the box. We get the saw itself. It comes with a blade on it. Pretty aggressive one, but there's a blade there. Dust bag, reasonable sized dust port. I'm wondering if I can do that to the vacuum. Knob for the front of the mitre adjustment and a set of instructions. Does come without a battery. At first, it's pretty light, but it is only a little saw. So what we're going to do is put all these bits and bobs on and then let's get to testing it. Okay, everything's together around this side. Nifty little spot to house the Allen key, which is kind of cool, but it's onboard storage. Standard lockout, twist pull, comes up all right. The trigger itself is a two-step, so there's a lever across before you pull that trigger, and that's to go with an on-off switch up the top here. So battery's going to sit in up here. We'll get one in and see how it goes. Okay, let's see first shot. So we have the on-off switch up here, trigger across. One, that's really quiet. Two, I was a little bit worried about the size of this throat here, but I didn't realise we've got a laser guide mark on there. That's pretty cool. I'm going to get this thing clamped down and actually get it setting some wood, see how it goes. Before we start cutting anything though, I want to make sure that from factory this blade is straight there and also square to its fence. So, little Torcada setup block. If I bring the saw around, that's pretty darn close there. If I go fence to blade, that's spot on. That's actually really good straight out of the box. I'm impressed. Okay guys, moment of truth, first ever cut. These markings here are kind of nifty too, so let's just anywhere over here. Blade that comes with it's a 40 TPI, so it's not super fine or anything, but I'm actually really impressed with how quiet this is. Let's try something a bit thicker. Done that really easily. Yep, obviously let's see if we can go across to 45 and see if we're still as effective. So I loving this laser guided mark here. Not bad. So there you have it guys, that's a really quick look at the Ingco 20V Mitre Saw. Couple of negatives. One, the dust bag does exactly what every other Mitre Saw I've ever used dust bag does, and that's not a great deal. It doesn't collect much, as you can see. But the dust port on the back here is a reasonable size, and I should be able to fit the vacuum onto that, which I think will make a huge improvement to how much I use this saw. It does have its limitations that it is just a drop saw. There is no slide element, and it does have quite a small throat here, so we can't fit massive bits of timber on it. But on the positive side, it's light, it's quiet, and more importantly, straight out of the box, the blade was true, so square, 90 degrees, to the base and to the fence. So I know those cuts were straight. Also, the laser guiding A little bit gimmicky, but can be handy when you need it there. So overall, if I'm going to judge this thing, particularly its price point, a couple $100 compared to what I would need to spend to go and buy a big brand Mitre Saw, I reckon this thing's going to get a bit of use. The real question marks for me are, one, how long does it stay true? So how strong are the bearings and things like that in it? How long do the batteries last? Now that I'm not going to know for a while, but it's going to drive me nuts if I've got to change these batteries all the time. So I'm hoping I get a decent run out of each one. But overall, I came into this a little bit skeptical, and I'm coming out of it pleasantly surprised. If you've used the Ingco 20V drop saw or any of their other tools, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you've enjoyed this tool in focus. If you have, consider subscribing to the channel or even jumping across and checking out my other socials. That way you never miss any content coming out of the Backyard Workshop DIY. Thanks again, and have a good one, guys.